Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Stoic Mind channel. Here, in our corner of reflection and personal growth, we explore ancient philosophies and timeless lessons that can help us lead a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Today we're going to dive deep into the ancient teachings of Stoicism. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos filled with ideas and inspiration. And of course, if you're already part of our community, thank you for joining us on this journey of seeking wisdom. So, get ready for an enriching conversation because today, we'll be exploring 11 Stoic rules that can transform your life. If you've ever wondered how to apply Stoic principles in the modern world, this video is for you. Let's begin. It would be wonderful if life never tempted us, if we could go from one day to the next, improvising and always doing the right thing. But the world isn't like that. In the end, we all make mistakes or take actions we later regret. Stoicism, in theory, is a philosophy, but in practice, it's a set of rules for living. The Stoics believed that life was complicated and full of situations that would test us, so they created rules to help us stay on the right path. In this video, I'll talk about 11 Stoic rules I've set for myself to become the best version of myself. These 11 rules were created by Stoic philosophers over 2,000 years ago and have been helpful to many people throughout history. I invite you to stay until the end to learn all the rules and apply them to your life. Before we get started, I'd appreciate it if you liked the video to help me continue spreading this philosophy. If you're not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Rule 1. Conquer your mornings. One of the highlights of Marcus Aurelius's Meditations is the inner dialogue he has with himself in the beginning of Book 5. He knows he needs to get out of bed, but he's tempted to stay under the warm covers. It's relatable, but also impressive. Marcus Aurelius didn't need to get out of bed. He wasn't truly obligated to do anything. Many emperors before him delegated the tasks of governance to focus solely on a life of luxury. However, Marcus Aurelius forced himself not to succumb to these temptations and to take care of his duties early in the morning, because he knew that winning the morning was the key to winning the day and winning at life. He may not have heard the expression, "the early bird catches the worm," but he was well aware that a well-begun day was a productive day. Personally, I follow 3 actions to have a productive morning. 1. Journaling. As soon as I wake up, I write down the things I need to accomplish during the day and write a brief reflection on the previous day, noting what I did well and what I did wrong to become aware of what needs improvement. Journaling helps me cultivate the habit of self-reflection, reminds me of what I need to do and how I should act. 2. Exercise. It's not necessary to exercise intensely. By exercise, I mean getting moving. Take a walk, go to the gym, run, do whatever you like. As long as it activates you physically, it will awaken you and prepare your mind. 3. Focus on work. After completing the previous 2 actions, I'm ready to concentrate on the task at hand. Rule 2. Focus on what's under your control. Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on things we can control and letting go of things we can't control. Understanding this makes us much more practical and helps us waste less time worrying about things that don't deserve our attention. Once we grasp this, we'll avoid many frustrations and moments of suffering and know where it's worth directing our efforts to achieve the goals we set for ourselves. A clear example of this is in sports. You control how you play, but you don't control whether you win, whether your opponent is respectful, or whether the audience applauds you. When you realize this and start focusing on your game instead of others, you're likely to perform better. Apply the same principle to all situations in your life. Rule 3. Don't suffer over imaginary problems. In uncertain life situations, thoughts that make us suffer arise. This is entirely normal, but if we think carefully, most of the negative situations we imagine will never happen. In the words of Seneca, we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. Try to focus on the present and stay calm. It's likely that the bad thing you imagine might not happen in the end. Rule 4. Treat success and failure the same way. Marcus Aurelius used an interesting metaphor. He said that all men are like a stone he throws up in the air, which gains nothing by rising nor loses anything by falling. It remains the same stone whether the day starts with a promotion or ends with a dismissal. You are still the same person. In fact, negative situations in life often teach us many things, so they are even more useful than positive ones. Be grateful for everything that happens, whether it's good or bad, because no matter what happens, you remain the same and can learn from any situation. Rule 5. Do only one thing per day. This rule doesn't need to be applied literally, but by doing only one thing per day, I mean two things. First, for people living without goals, it's important to focus on achieving one goal each day, no matter how small it is. Living without goals turns a potentially extraordinary life into a mediocre one. Second, for people with many goals, having big ambitions isn't bad, but focus on taking one step at a time. Concentrating on many things at once can make you lose focus on what truly matters. With this rule, I invite you to try to achieve at least one goal you've set for yourself every day, whether it's something basic or complex. Strive to accomplish it. Rule 6. Don't seek the easy path. Whenever you want to achieve something, remember that there is no easy path to attain it. In life, worthwhile things are achieved through effort. Think of anyone you consider successful and read their biography. You'll see that everything they achieved was earned through hard work and discipline. In fact, that's the key to success. Hard paths build your character, make you learn from your mistakes, and encourage you to persevere. The difference between those who achieve great goals and those who don't is their tolerance for effort and sacrifice. Anyone can choose the easy path, which is why so few always achieve what they set out to do. Rule 7. Ask yourself if it's necessary. Take a moment to reflect on the things you do in life and ask yourself if what you're doing is truly necessary. You'll realize how many things we do and desire in our lives that are entirely dispensable. How much time do we waste on things that truly bring no value to us? How do we know if what we're doing is necessary? Ask yourself why you do the things you do. Find a valuable reason, something worthwhile. If you can't find a valuable reason, what you're doing is unnecessary in your life. Rule 8. Embrace your fate. Things don't always go as we want them to. That's a fact of life. As Seneca said, "Fortune behaves as she pleases." His own life was proof of this, with health issues interrupting his political career and being exiled by the emperor. He managed to return only to face the same situation again. Almost everything was beyond Seneca's control. The only part under his control was how he chose to view these events and what he decided to do with them. He chose to see them as a good thing, chose to use them. Life will make us go through good and bad situations, and it's up to you how to deal with them, whether you seek the positive side of the things that happen or live in constant regret. Rule 9. Talk to death. The founder of Stoicism, Zeno of Citium, visited the oracle after losing all his wealth to seek inspiration for the future. The oracle told him that to live a good life, he should converse with the dead. The oracle was referring to reading the works of philosophers who lived before him. Reading is an incredible tool that gives you the ability to read the thoughts and opinions of people who lived thousands of years ago. We live in a world where we seek new things every day, which makes us forget the value of ancient knowledge recorded in books. We have the power to converse with the greatest minds of the past, who with their experiences can guide and help us in our lives. The worst thing is that millions of people in the world choose to reject this superpower. Take advantage of it. It has never been so easy to access so much ancient knowledge as it is now, thanks to the internet. Rule 10. Be tough on yourself and understanding of others. It's important to remember that Stoics have strict rules and strong opinions about what is right and wrong. But, and this is crucial, we should be understanding and forgiving of those who have strayed from the truth. The key is that your standards are for you. This doesn't mean we should allow people to act unjustly or wickedly, but we don't need to judge everyone who doesn't behave exactly as we wish. In such cases, the best we can do is set an example. If you want to show someone they're acting wrongly, make an effort to act rightly and show them. That's the best way to impact someone and change their mindset. It may take some time, but sooner or later they will start to emulate you. Rule 11. Remember that you die every day. In the words of Seneca, this is our great mistake, thinking that we look forward to death. Most of death has already passed. All the time that has passed belongs to death. It's easy to see death as something distant, something that happens to us at some point in life. It's something stationary, regardless of the date it will occur. But every day we get closer to it, slowly or rapidly, depending on our age and health. Seneca considered this a wrong way to think about death, a mistaken view that led to many bad habits and a poor life. Instead, he said that death was a process happening to us right now, that we die every day. Even as you watch this video, time is passing, and you will never get it back. This time belongs to death. Death isn't distant, it's with us now. It's the second hand on the clock, it's the sunset, and as the arrow of time moves, death continues to claim every moment that has passed. What can we do about it? The answer is to live. Live while you can. Don't postpone anything. Don't leave anything unfinished. Make the most of your time while it still belongs to you. Well, folks, I sincerely hope you've found inspiration and value in these ancient lessons of wisdom that are still so relevant today. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more videos like this, please give it a like and share it with friends and family who are also on a journey of personal growth. Every like and share helps expand our community and spread these valuable messages to more people. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to receive updates whenever we release a new video. If you've stayed until this point, write Stoic Mind for me to know that you are strong and resilient. Stay well, everyone.